have you ever seen such an interesting man? He was dressed in top-tier gear and came to the Adventurers Guild to work. The guild master was stunned and thought he was just a bored rich young man coming to experience life. Not long ago, Yake had crossed over into the game world with a max level account. In the game, he was a paladin. The paladin class was special. Before successfully changing to this class, one needed to learn the skills of their current class. Now, Yake could freely use those skills. He felt unstoppable, but the unfortunate part was that his character was a cursed, fallen knight. If he went to the city like this, trouble would definitely arise. He didn't want to be seen as a monster. Yake decided to live quietly and swore never to remove his helmet in front of others, no matter what. Soon, Yake arrived in the town, but he had no money, not even enough to buy the delicious roasted lamb. He could only watch and drool. Feeling helpless, he realized that making money was urgent, otherwise, he wouldn't even be able to afford food. So, he continued wandering around. Eventually, he came across an alley and unexpectedly found a girl making a deal with someone from the intelligence office. Their conversation ended without results, and the girl turned and walked away. The intelligence officer muttered, "Just an elf, nothing to be arrogant about." Yake was surprised to hear that elves existed in the game world. This was something he had always dreamed of. Yake thought to himself that this trip to the game world was worth it just for the elves. The elf noticed that Yake didn't seem like a good person, so she hurriedly walked away. Yake tried to catch up and strike up a conversation, but she had already gone too far. Although he didn't catch up to the elf, Yake discovered the local mercenary guild. Since he was struggling to make money, he decided to head inside. He asked the guild master if he could get a mercenary license. The guild master looked at Yake's top-tier gear and questioned if he was here to cause trouble. Yake thought for a moment and said that he urgently needed a registration certificate and asked the guild master not to ask why. The guild master sighed and said that to get the registration certificate, one had to take a test. He couldn't just give it to Yake directly. The test was not hard, it was just a matter of hunting wild monsters and defeating thieves. Yake readily agreed.